What's up, everybody? It's about to be a rainy day in FLA. Today is Tuesday, September the 9th, 2025, a little bit after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And the forecast starting at 3 o'clock, it's nothing but rain for almost the next 24 hours. And guess what? Look who's back.
Yay! This is the first time I've been out of the house in over 10 days. So it's nice to be outside.
So thank you, everybody, for the well wishes for both Tiffany and I. For those who might be brand new, my name is Michael.
I'm Tiffany.
And we're just a couple of, empty nesters who moved to Villages, Florida full-time almost 2 years ago. And we're documenting and sharing our real life, real world, personal experiences and expenses with you. So today's video, we're going to share with you some life updates about our personal health. Both of us have been under the weather a little bit here the last couple of weeks. We're also going to share with you, because we just got in the mail the past couple of weeks, we got something from the Villages here talking about, the finance department there, talking about our maintenance fee is probably going to be going up. There's a hearing later on this week, so we'll give you more information about that. We did get our proposed tax bill notice in the mail, and yes, our taxes are going to be going up for this next year. And then we also got our homeowners insurance notification as well, so it's almost time to renew that.
It was a fun week in the mail.
Yeah. So we'll share that with you at the end of the video, and then we also want to share with you just some other awesome things that are going on in the Villages, like the first running of the squares, right?
First running of the squares of 2026.
And oh yeah, well, yeah, 2020.
Well, the 2026 season.
That's right.
Starts in 2025.
So give them all the details about that real quickly.
Okay, so Team Awesome Awesome is open for registration. The first running of the squares for this season is October 18th at Brownwood Paddock Square. And so Michael will put the link to register down below, and make sure that you click on the bottom that says you want to join a team and join Team Awesome Awesome. We'll be having a meetup afterwards like we always do. We don't have details on that yet, but if you sign up for our team, then we send out newsletters directly to you about anything running of the squares and meetup related. So make sure you get signed up.
Yeah, and the running the squares usually happens rain or shine, unless it's like a violent thunderstorm, lightning storm and stuff like that. So yeah, go get signed up. I think we're already at north of 80 people signed up for Team Awesome Awesome, so that's great. We did retire last year's t-shirt, so you missed out on that one, but we're designing a brand new t-shirt that Tiffany will be communicating with you through the newsletter, email, and then probably on Facebook as soon as we get this launched live. And one of the things that we want to do this year is we've been looking for a local charity so we can give back a portion of the donations to this. So stay tuned. If you haven't got signed up yet, go sign up for Team Awesome Awesome. Links below. And go to our website at michaelandtiffany.com and get signed up over there. And if you're one of those folks that's on Facebook, I'm not on Facebook, but Tiffany does an awesome job of running our Facebook page.
Yes, and I want to remind you that you don't have to live in the Villages to participate in the running of the squares. It's for the whole community, so anybody can register and any age. So last time we had grandkids, adult parents, and then the grandparents all together. And you don't have to run. Right. I don't run.
I don't run either. We're calling it the fun run / walk, right?
Yes, the 5K fun rather than the 5K run.
There you go.
But if you do run, we'd love to have you, because last time we did come in 3rd place.
We did, yes.
We did come in 3rd place. So, we had some people that helped carry the team there to that 3rd place victory. So that was exciting. But the whole point is really just to get out, see each other, be active, and enjoy the community. And get healthier, right? And get healthier. Boy, do we need it.
So that's kind of a good segue. So yeah, Tiffany has been MIA in the videos the last couple of weeks because about 2 weeks ago, I got deathly ill, deathly sick. And the good news is it was not COVID. The bad news is it was probably the flu. The flu bug is already going around this year. We got out and socialized a lot when we went over to Harry and the Natives and saw a lot of folks, and we're doing a lot of other things that we were meeting and greeting people. So somewhere somebody else was sick before us. I got it first right before we kicked off the College Colors Days. I wanted to go do that on that Friday, but I was so sick. It's one of the things that our personal belief is when we get sick, we try not to go out in public and spread that to everybody else. So that first weekend, Tiffany wasn't sick. I was sick as a dog and went through all that kind of stuff. And she started getting sick about 3 days after me. So it is an upper respiratory infection, a lot of congestion in your head and your chest. So get that kind of stuff up. The good news is I did have my annual physical this past Friday. So I went to my doctor and clean bill of health, all my blood work, all that kind of stuff. And he said, yeah, the flu bug is already going around this year. And so I went ahead and got my flu shot, even though he thinks I probably already had the flu, right?
Yeah, so go out and get your flu shot. I know it's earlier than normal.
Yep.
Usually they tell you September, October. I guess it is September, so October. So go ahead and get out there and get your flu shot.
So that's why I did a bunch of these golf cart ride-alone solo videos. I had to get out and do something, right?
Sorry, guys. I let him loose by himself for 2 weeks.
Did meet a lot of you out there when I was doing the golf cart videos. And you know, when y'all were coming up to me and said, hey, let's stay back arm's length, I didn't want to get you sick. Because even though I was feeling better, I was still afraid of, I might be contagious. And I didn't want to spread that to anybody else, right?
Right. So if you see kind of like a rough edit anywhere in this video, it means that I started coughing.
There you go. There you go. And right on cue, there she goes, right? So anything else to update folks about what's kind of going on generally in the villages before we start talking about today's main topic, and that is all of our annual bills and how they're going up?
I think the only thing, it is starting to be, I'm going to say shoulder season, but almost season in the villages. So we're getting to the point where there's multiple activities every weekend going on. We always have like the hometown market on Saturdays in Brownwood, but now we're having like the train shows, the arts and crafts shows. There's lots of the glass fusion clubs are having their big thing on a Saturday. So make sure you're checking the paper, make sure you're checking the website, all of that good stuff, because there is so much going on. You can't get to all of it.
Right.
Pick what you want to do, but it's just that time of year. The weather's getting a little nicer. People are starting to come back to the villages.
Yep.
It's our favorite time of year, this and spring shoulder season, because the weather, they said it's supposed to feel like fall. Now, I don't know what that means for Florida.
Florida fall, y'all.
Florida fall. It means I might wear tennis shoes rather than flip-flops, but it is supposed to get a little cooler, like in the 80s rather than the 90s.
Yeah, I think a lot of this has to do with all this, these storms and the rain that's going to be coming our way. It is hurricane season, so knock on wood, we have not had any hurricanes or tropical storms right here in Central Florida yet. But they are predicting that down in the Caribbean and stuff and the Gulf Coast, it may start getting active here really, really soon. So keep our fingers crossed. It would be nice not to have any hurricanes this year, right?
It'd be wonderful for everybody that no one has to go through that.
But going back on the entertainment thing there real quickly, the way we keep up with it, and probably the best 2 ways or the best 3 ways for you to keep up with it, is the villagesentertainment.com. They have their own website. So the Villages has their own website, but then there's just the villagesentertainment.com. So you can find out about all, who's playing in the town squares that night, all the different, free stuff, the arts and crafts festivals, all that kind of stuff. If you're not subscribed to the Daily Sun, that's a great way to keep up.
That's how I figure it out.
Yeah, they put some of their daily, but on Wednesdays, they have their special section, right? Usually on Wednesdays, it announces a lot of things for the weekends and stuff like that.
It's all different days.
Okay. So keep up with that. And the other way is through Tiffany's newsletter and on Facebook, because she does try to post things. Even if we don't get to go to it, she does a good job of trying to communicate that out to our awesome community, just to kind of give you a heads up of what's going on and stuff like that, right?
Yep.
So that's a good another segue, because there is something going on later this week on Thursday, September the 11th.
Yep. At
2:30 in the afternoon. Last year, the villages raised our maintenance fee for a lot of folks in the villages, and we're in District 14. So we got our nice little letter here in the mail. I won't show you everything there, but I will open it up to kind of let you know what's going on. So real quickly, guess in the comments below how much our proposed maintenance fee is going to go up to. So last year for us, we live in a patio villa down here in the village of Lake Denham. So it depends on what village you live in. It also depends on what type of home that you live in. So a patio villa and a courtyard villa and a designer and a premier home and so forth and so forth. They will have different maintenance fees based on whatever their deed and their agreement was. So for us last year, and ours did go up last year, they proposed raising it last year in 2024, and they were going to raise it a lot last year. They had a public hearing last year, and it was standing room only. The entire room was full, the entire lobby was full. There wasn't enough space to let everybody in, and I was literally the last person that got in last year. A lot of people upset about it, and so they did make some changes last year and didn't hit us with all those increases in 1 year.
At once,
yeah.
right.
So, but I guess they probably would raise it again this year, and sure enough, they did. So last year, our maintenance fee was $343.21. They are proposing, according to this, to raise it. The maximum, what they're allowed to do, is 8%, is what it says on here. There's a whole lot of legal jargon in here and stuff like that, and tells you it's to help out with the villa lighting projects and EMAC fees and reserves for future projects and unforeseen expenses and stuff like that. So when you move the villages, you'll have a bond, and the bond is what you pay is when you first move here, and that's what your portion for your home and your neighborhood, for them to build all the infrastructure, the roads, the curbs, the sidewalks, the storm drains, the lights, the landscaping. So everybody has that bond that you can either pay off at the time of closing, or you have one time per year that you could pay it off, or they amortize it and you pay it, and that number will never change because that's locked in at the time that you buy it.
Yep.
So your bond is always locked in, whatever that total dollar amount is, and if it's amortized over 30, 31, or 32 years, that doesn't change. So our bond did not change. What they can change is the maintenance fee, and the maintenance fee is all those other things for the upkeep and the maintenance of all those things they built on the front end, right?
Right.
Or special projects. So like I said, last year we paid $343.21. They said this year it's going to go up to $370.67. So that is $27.46 more than last year, right?
Yep.
And what do we do in the math? Did you figure that out? It's what, $2, $3 a month, something like that? Do the math real quick. So take two, we got all of our ducks in a row, got all of our papers in front of us, and our math, I think we got it figured out. So let's back up real quick. So let's start with our overall proposed tax bill notice. So that's broken up into your ad valorem and your non-ad valorem. So your ad valorem, we get that based on living in Lake County and then also living in Leesburg, the city of Leesburg. So, your ad valorem is for things like the Lake County General Fund, the Water District, ambulance, schools, local board, waste water management, voter approved debt payments, so forth and so forth. So that's all of our county and those city type taxes. It doesn't matter whether you live in the villages or not. If you live in Lake County and you live in Leesburg, your taxes are going to be this. So the bad news is that part, the ad valorem part, did go up. Last year we paid $3,168.43, and this year we're going to pay $3,170.79 for a whopping total of what?
$2.36
for the entire year.
for the entire year.
That's not too bad. I'll take that. I can live with that, right?
That will not change our quality of life there. And another thing is these are estimated.
Correct.
This isn't the final bill. This
Yep.
is just to prepare you, to let you know that
Yep.
it's coming.
But more than likely, it probably will be pretty accurate,
Right,
you know, so we'll see. And then we have the non-ad valorem assessments, and that is broken up into our maintenance, which we already talked about, our bond, which we already talked about, and also our fire assessment. So when we moved into Lake County, we did not have a fire assessment. That was supposed to be all baked into our initial bond that they charged us on the front end. Folks that lived in Sumter County, there's been a lot of contention about that over the last, because they had it and they raised theirs too. Well, we didn't pay a fire assessment in 2023, our first year of owning our house. After we got our initial assessment last year, there was nothing about that. Then we got a special assessment after we already paid our taxes, and they did add on a fire assessment for those of us that live in Lake County. So we do have that this year, and we already talked about the bond. Our bond is exactly the same, and now our maintenance fee. So I'll run through it real quickly one more time. So our bond last year and this year is $1,578.28. Our maintenance fee is going up to $370.67, and now we have that fire assessment, which is $170. So total, how much did we pay for last year versus this year?
So last year total we paid $1,921.08.
That is just for our non-ad valorem.
Non-ad valorem, not our property tax.
And this year, how much are we going to pay total?
$2,118.95.
For a difference of?
$197.80.
So that comes out, if I do the math and divide that by 12, it's $16.48 or 49 cents. So again, not too shabby, not too shabby.
Right, and basically it's just the combination of the increase in the maintenance fee and that fire assessment fee.
There you go. Yep. So total for our ad valorem and our non-ad valorem, if you combine both of those together, we're going to spend $241.96 more for the entire year, which then that comes out to about $20.16 per month. So again, in this economy, this day and age, I'll chalk that up as a win, right?
Yeah, I'll take a $20 a month increase. I mean, I prefer to have none.
Exactly, or decrease,
or
right?
decrease.
Yeah, that would be nice. So we haven't done our budget update, where we share all of our expenses. Stay tuned, that is coming up really, really soon. And if you'd like a copy of our free budget tracker spreadsheet, go sign up for our newsletter and Tiffany will email you a free copy of that. But I do want to give you all the info, because if you're watching this video today, or if you're watching on Wednesday, or even if you're watching on Thursday morning and you want to go to the, what are they calling this? The hearing. If you do want to go to that, the hearing will be held, it's a public hearing, it will be held at 2:30 p.m. on September the 11th, 2025 at the Everglades Recreation Center. So the Everglades Recreation Center is just right up there next to the Magnolia Plaza Shopping Center. So it's very easy to get to, a big, huge parking lot. But last year it was packed. So if you want to make sure you get a seat, you need to go early, right?
Yep.
I don't know if I'm gonna go this year or not. Part of me wants to go to be a fly on the wall, but I don't think it's gonna do any good. I think they're just gonna charge us the extra 27 bucks. But part of me does want to go be a fly on the wall. So you might see me there, but if I don't go and you end up going, come back and either send us an email or let us know in the comments below and let us know, are they gonna raise it? Are they gonna, keep it the same? Stay tuned. Once we find out, we'll share more information with you in our next budget update video, right?
That's right.
So go check it out. And then on the tax one we did get here, if you do want to go for a hearing for that, for the fire assessment, that is also going to be held on September the 11th. But that's going to be at 5:30 p.m. And the address on that is 501 West Meadow Street, which is in downtown Leesburg, right? Did you look that up?
Yes, it's down where Town Hall and the library and all of that is.
We're sitting outside. The bugs are crawling all over us right now. Tiffany does have her fan over there, but they're getting me right now. So
well, and the dragonflies are huge, which they eat the mosquitoes, so I'm okay with that.
There you go.
They're just zipping everywhere, so they're really fun to watch.
So anything else about the ad valorem or the non-ad valorem?
Nope.
The last thing is talking about our homeowners insurance. There's a lot of people out there talking, whether you live in the villages or you just live anywhere in Florida, a lot of people are about insurance. People getting their insurance policies canceled or their premiums are doubling and tripling and stuff like that. But that's one of the reasons why we chose to move to Central Florida, because we're not immune, but we're a little bit more insulated from hurricanes and tropical storms and stuff like that. All the folks up and down the coast are definitely being hit with a lot higher premiums. That's one of the reasons why Tiffany's parents just moved the villages, because they were living down there in the Gulf Coast, down there, south of Sarasota, and their neighborhood has been hit by hurricanes in the past. So luckily for them, they've always made out well, but they said, you know what, they're done with those darn hurricanes and moved here to Central Florida to be closer to us. So we have stuck with the exact same insurance company every single year. When we bought our house, almost 2 years ago, we just went through the Villages Insurance. They went and shopped it out for us, and they got some company that, it's not a name brand company, but it's a good insurance. And so we have our regular insurance, we have our hurricane, we have our sinkhole insurance, all that kind of stuff. And last year, what did we pay? Do you have that in front of you?
Yes.
Okay.
Last year for homeowners insurance, we paid $1,453.12.
And what are we paying this year?
We are paying $1,400, same two numbers.
There you go.
$94.85. So $14.94.85.
So it's a difference of
$41.73 for the year.
Divide that by 12, it comes out to $3.47 or $3.48 per month. So again, not too shabby. We have the exact same insurance company. Now this will be going on our third year. We pay our insurance, just pay the total premium automatically. You can break it up, quarterly or monthly if you want to do that. But this will be our third premium that we paid. And so again, only going up less than $3.50 per month. And it's the exact same coverage. I'm good with that.
Yeah, and the Village's insurance is now known as Baldwin Insurance, if you're looking at that.
Are you having these exact same type of scenarios that we're having? Did your homeowner's insurance stay the same? Did it go way up? Did it go down? Especially if you live here in the Villages, we'd love to hear about that. But those of you on the coast, good luck to you on that. Would be curious to know kind of what your insurance premiums are, and the same thing about your taxes and maintenance and fire assessment and stuff like that. So what else we got to share with them?
So did we figure out how much total for the year that we're up?
So just to quickly recap all those numbers for you. So on our taxes, our ad valorem went up by $2.36 for the entire year. Our non-ad valorem, which is our maintenance and our fire assessment, that went up by $197.87 per year. And then our homeowners insurance, the exact same policy that we had last year, went up by $41.73. So again, it's a total of $241.96, and that comes out monthly to only $20.16. So again, I'll count that as a win.
Yes.
Hopefully that was helpful. Who knows? Maybe we'll show up for that special meeting on Thursday. If we do, say hello to us. If not, if we don't show up and you do go, let us know how it went in the comments below. So hopefully this video was helpful. If you haven't done so and you've watched the video to this point, make sure you smash that thumbs up button and hit the subscribe and notification bell. We know a lot of you watch our videos on your TV. According to our YouTube analytics, it says over 75% of the people watch on your TV. So you got to use your remote control to kind of press that up arrow button to at least smash the thumbs up and hit the subscribe and notification bell. And then when you get back in front of your phone or your tablet or your computer, drop us a comment below, and then do us another huge favor by sharing this video and our channel with other awesome people that are looking for fun and positive content, or they just want to know more what it's like to live year-round in Central Florida and the world's largest active adult retirement community. Hope you have an awesome rest of your week. We'll see you in the next video. All right, let's get back home before this storm rolls in.